Hi, I'm here to tell you a little bit about Planeswing. Planeswing is the #1 kinesthetic golf training system in the world. It's now used by golfers and PGA professionals from Japan right the way across the United States, through Europe and across to Norway. We're having tremendous success with this product. So let me tell you a little bit about it. First of all, Planeswing comes on wheels, so it's easily manoeuvrable. Secondly, it's got a multi-adjustable hoop. And the purpose of this is that it adjusts to your ideal swing plane. It adjusts here with this calibrated strut. What we also have is a stance alignment mat, and the stance alignment mat has straight marks. There's nothing confusing about this mat. It's designed to ensure that when you set up square to target. What we also have is a weighted power slider, a very important piece of equipment. With each Planeswing comes a long power slider which simulates driver through to 5-iron. It's a 1.3 kilo weighted club. We also do the short power slider, which is 6-iron through to wedge, and we do a long light power slider for juniors, ladies and people with some physical challenges. Now, the importance of the power slider is that it stretches and it trains specifically the golfing muscles, and the great news is it does it within your ideal swing plane. So what's happening is it's changing motor skill, and this is commonly referred to as muscle memory. But it's that change that ensures that you're going to develop a powerful and repeatable motion. Now, what people say to me, why doesn't it roll? Well, the reason it doesn't roll is I had a lot of experience with rollers. And part of the issue with rollers was that as you came down here through the impact area, quite often, particularly for juniors and for ladies, the roller would get ahead of the hands and cause like a flipping motion. One of the beauties of the power slider is it creates a more dynamic motion. There's the film of rubber that builds here on the hoop, and this builds up a level of resistance. So what you actually get is you get a far more dynamic motion coming here through the hitting area and as you extend towards the target. That builds additional power. What we also have is what we call a plane checker. This fits here into the butt of the club of the power slider, and the reason for that is this is exactly what it says. It's a plane checker. So this is going to check whether or not you're on plane at 10 o'clock here on the backswing, 2 o'clock here on the follow through. And the beauty of it is that as opposed to having a fin or some sort of a reference piece at the top here, which people generally come out of their spine angle to check, what we have here is the plane checker. So at this point in the backswing, you can see here, if I look at the plane checker, that I'm in line with the angle of the hoop, which is going through my sternum here. So this is my optimum plane. Some pros like to set it a little bit flatter. That's absolutely fine too. Now, if I was to over-rotate my forearms, for example, I might find that I'm over plane here and I could be laid off at the top. But I can tell simply by glancing at the plane checker. I haven't altered my spine angle. Conversely, I may have taken it a little bit on the inside, and you can see here, I can see instantly that I'm inside the hoop and I'm going to be across the line at the top. So I know instantly that I can remedy whatever issue it is that's presenting itself. Finally, and this is actually an item you'd probably use first, we've got the plane guide. And the plane guide actually fits from one side of the Planeswing to the other and is used to set the angle of the Planeswing through your sternum. And there's plenty of explanations on the website as to how you set the Planeswing for you, and also on YouTube through videos. And one thing I shouldn't forget is that we now have numbers around the Planeswing hoop. And the reason for that is very simple. When working within Planeswing, you'll be following certain drills, and those drills are based around these numbers, whether it's swinging from 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock, whether it's swinging from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock, whether it's building a slow extended motion, or whether it's holding at a particular point, say at 9 o'clock, strengthening the glutes, strengthening the core. And you'll see all those coming on the website shortly. So you can see here we've got 7 elements to Planeswing, all of which are designed to dramatically change your game and send you on a path of continual and sustained improvement. I sincerely hope you're going to enjoy using what is the #1 kinesthetic training system in the world.